Hey and welcome to a race report of the Daily Race B, this time at Red Bull in the Gr.4s. We're driving the Peugeot RCZ, as this is a very easy car to drive around this track and fast as well. The lobby is full with A and A+ players, and our goal at this point is to just survive the first lap. The guy behind me ran wide on turn 1, so gets a penalty, which is good for me because that gives me some clear space from the behind, which means I don't have to focus too much on my rear view mirrors. Number 5 and 6 are side by side, so that's what we like to see in this throughout the race. People fighting, which means they cannot drive their optimal lines, which means they are slower. And if I'm behind them at reasonable distance, I can drive my optimal lines and gain some time relative to them. I ran a little bit wide on the exit here, but still touched the red and white curbs, so no penalty for me. So the guys ahead are getting very close to each other. I'm focusing mainly on the exit of this corner. So I've got a good corner and now we're going 3 wide on the straight. What can go wrong? Zauber in the white car pulls out. Lets the guy go first. And he's on the outside of me, so that is a little bit of a problem. We're now drag racing to the next corner, side by side, and in the meantime, someone at the front get punted off, unfortunately. So we're going to gain a free position while still fighting with Zauber for the 5th place. This is really close, beautiful side by side racing. This is what it's all about. Once again, I've got the inside corner, so in this particular case, he backs out. I run a little bit wide. I didn't intend to run wide. I would love to do 3 laps side by side, but I ran a little bit wide. He was forced to pull out. We have gained another spot up into 5th. And the good thing is that number 3 and 4 are still very much in reach. Got a bit of clear space now. We're just outside of the slipstream of the guy in front. Just head down and see if we can put in a fast lap. The fastest lap at this point in the race was a 1:35.66. And I'll talk you through a lap. So this is in bumper cam, the whole lap. So we're taking the wide entrance into the corner, cut the curbs, try to step on it as quick as possible. Unfortunately, we are just out of slipstream range here. We're braking at the 100-meter mark, switching to 1st gear, and as soon as we accelerate, before we accelerate, switch back to 2nd gear. Next braking point is just before the 100-meter mark, and you can either, I take this in 2nd gear, switch up to 3rd gear before I accelerate, run nice and wide, take the full width of the road, move yourself to the right, take the curb, go for a late apex here, accelerate as quick as possible. In 4th gear, give you less understeer. Where the road starts, you let go, brake a little bit and quickly accelerate out. Now we're braking at the marshals on the left. In 4th gear, try to hit the curb here. Let it run wide. You can go wider than this. Brake where the sign stops. And accelerate out as fast as you can. So this lap was actually quite a good lap. It was only less than a tenth of the best lap. We've gained a little bit up with the guys up front, but we're still just out of slipstream here. The guy driving in second place has picked up a penalty in the last corner of the last lap. A 1 second penalty which will drop him back quite far. He is serving the penalty now, and it's good to see that he drops back all the way in between number 3 and 4. So now there are 3 cars fighting for second position. And as you can see, I'm now back firmly into slipstream and part of the battle for second basically. Both the Ferrari and the guy in the back, number 4, are running way too wide here. The Ferrari gets a penalty. The Megane in front of me does not get a penalty, which makes no sense to me. The guy in first is way out of reach, just going around the corner there. We are a nice group of 5 cars fighting for second position. Watching my rear view mirror for a dive bomb here, but Sauber doesn't do it at this stage, which is very good for me. Okay, penalty. Hopefully the guy gets out of the way. He swerves in front of me. I don't know why he would do that, but luckily he didn't unghost while I was coming up to him. So we're up to 4th. Very good result so far. Last lap, number 2 and 3 are still fighting. I do have to be careful though, because Sauber is very close, and any mistake would give away a position or maybe 2. I take this corner way too short, but I don't get a penalty, so I didn't realize that was allowed that much. So I just had my right tires on the red and white curb, and my left tire is way in the grass, but that's clearly allowed. Last corner I let go early, see if I can get a good exit, but the other guys also had a good exit. So I'm finishing 4th, starting 7, finishing 4th. I had door number 6, I think, so I did relatively well. It was a really fun race, and it's nice to see that there's still a lot of close racing happening in this game.